The footage shows two workers interacting near active machinery. As one worker turned back toward the equipment, their clothing or a body part was suddenly caught and pulled into a rotating or moving machine component, such as a spindle or roller. The force of the machinery immediately dragged the worker into the operating area. This created a severe crush and entanglement hazard from the powerful rotating equipment. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand the use of machine guards and barriers on all rotating parts and absolute compliance with lockout, tagout procedures before any interaction with the machine's moving parts. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of never wearing loose clothing or jewelry and maintaining strict distance from operating equipment to prevent catastrophic entanglement injuries. The footage shows a worker operating or moving within the immediate proximity of a moving robotic arm or automated device. The robotic arm suddenly executed an unexpected or uncontrolled motion, resulting in a severe impact and collision with the worker. This event created a significant crush and kinetic impact hazard from the heavy automated equipment. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand the use of physical barriers, safety interlocks, and strict adherence to the lockout, tagout, LOTO procedure before any personnel enter the robot's work envelope. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of maintaining secure exclusion zones to prevent catastrophic impact and crushing injuries from autonomous machinery. The footage shows a group of workers near active machinery or equipment. Suddenly, a metal rod or component was forcefully ejected or snapped loose from the operation, becoming an uncontrolled projectile. This object flew outward and struck one of the workers with significant force, causing the individual to immediately fall and creating a severe impact and blunt force trauma hazard. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand the installation of machine guards and shields to contain potential flying debris and maintaining a safe standoff distance from all operating equipment. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of rigorously following safe work procedures and wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, to prevent struck-by injuries. The video documents an extremely hazardous industrial accident involving a pressurized container. The footage shows a worker approaching a gas cylinder or pressurized tank. Suddenly, the container ruptured or exploded violently, releasing a massive, uncontrollable force. This event created an immediate and severe impact and blunt force trauma hazard. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand the proper inspection, handling, and storage of all pressurized vessels and maintaining safe distances from such containers. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of rigorously following handling procedures to prevent catastrophic equipment failure and impact injuries. The footage shows a worker approaching an operating area. Suddenly, a length of metal or a metal component violently launched or was ejected uncontrollably, traveling directly toward the worker's position. Fortunately, the worker reacted instantly and moved quickly out of the path of the projectile to safety. This event created a critical struck-by hazard from a high-velocity object. This serves as a vital warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand the use of robust machine guarding and protective screens to contain potential flying debris. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of maintaining secure exclusion zones and always wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, to prevent severe impact injuries from unexpected projectiles. The footage shows a man using the mower on a raised platform or balcony area. While the equipment was running, it suddenly experienced a catastrophic failure, resulting in a violent explosion and fire. The force of the rupture ejected flying debris and components from the machine. Fortunately, the operator appears to have avoided severe injury. This event created an immediate and severe hazard from fire, shrapnel, and impact. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand rigorous pre-use inspection and maintenance of all motorized equipment to check for fuel leaks or mechanical stress. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of adhering to safe operating procedures and maintaining a safe distance from equipment that shows signs of malfunction to prevent catastrophic equipment failure and kinetic impact injuries. The video documents a critically dangerous industrial accident during forklift operation and unsafe load handling. The footage shows a heavy load on the forklift's forks becoming severely unstable and on the verge of toppling. Alarmingly, a worker attempted to use their body to brace and prevent the heavy load from falling. As a result, the cargo toppled and forcefully impacted the worker, creating an immediate and severe crush and impact hazard from the falling weight. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly prohibit employees from manually stabilizing or attempting to catch a falling load. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of rigorously following safe loading, securing, and travel procedures, and always maintaining a safe distance from unstable loads to prevent catastrophic crush injuries. The footage shows a worker operating near large, active drilling equipment that is moving or being maneuvered. Suddenly, a heavy component of the drilling apparatus underwent a violent and unexpected movement, resulting in a severe collision that forcefully threw the worker clear of the immediate impact zone. This event created a significant crush and kinetic impact hazard from the heavy machinery. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand adherence to red zone safety procedures, which dictate that personnel must never stand beneath a suspended load or within the swing radius of moving equipment. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of clear communication and controlled equipment handling to prevent catastrophic impact and crushing incidents on the rig floor. The footage shows a mechanic working in close proximity to, or directly on, a large truck tire. Suddenly, the tire suffered a catastrophic, explosive rupture, releasing an immense amount of pressure and energy. The force of the blast violently propelled the mechanic away from the work area. This event created a severe blast force and blunt impact hazard. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand the use of dedicated safety cages or restraining devices when inflating or servicing large, high-pressure tires, and always wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of rigorously following safe procedures to prevent catastrophic tire failure and pressure-related injuries. The footage shows a worker operating a crane or hoist mechanism to lift a heavy object. Suddenly, the lifting cable snapped or suffered a critical malfunction, causing the heavy load to immediately drop forcefully toward the ground. The load narrowly missed the operating worker, who reacted swiftly and moved out of the impact zone just in time. This event created a severe crush and impact hazard from the falling object. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand the regular inspection and certification of all rigging and lifting gear to prevent structural failure. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of maintaining a safe standoff distance from all suspended loads and never standing beneath the path of a lifted object to prevent catastrophic impact injuries.